EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Go!
Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. Down the field, he's got Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
On 1, ready?
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Check go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. Now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Steelers first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Gun. Gun.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Burrow to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
Here's Brown. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Got it. Ready? Set. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a toss, right side. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Steeler first down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And that will get them back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4. At 14-10. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Offline, ready? Here we go. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Hill brought in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a point. It's 14-13. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
1-1, ready? 12, 12. Here we go. Here we go. Got.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit.
Here we go.
Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
This one complete right side. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Come on, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow. Going up top. That is caught. And he's in. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Ready, break. Track at 60. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right sideline and complete. Will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are back within one score. It is an 8-point game. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2. Get set.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's caught left side by Burton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Burrow here on second down. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting him to the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
11.
No run here with Brown. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Set up.
He'll look to throw. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here we go, set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Hill brought in motion.
Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers are back within one score. It is an 8-point game. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
I'm one, ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to the right side for Burton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Jermaine Burton, the intended receiver. It's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, back.
To throw is Burrow. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
Here we go. Back.
Burrow now. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Second down, Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion.
12, 12, 12. Back.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that'll set up fourth down.
You couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Burrow to throw for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now, faking the give. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically. And then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's a third down and 4. Hill brought in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Here we go.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Buffalo 18. Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
He'll drop to throw. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. Set to go now on
11.
first and 10. Burrow to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
Here we go.
Now second down throw for Burrow. That's complete to all the tight ends. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Dot.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. A big hole. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
70 Lions. Ready.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Hill brought in motion. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yard.
Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
On 1, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now Brown. And that's going to get closed up quickly. We'll get only to the 37.
One, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Let's get set. 11. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he's got another one. Jamar Chase, touchdown Cincinnati. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready up.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
18, Pioneer.
Hill brought in motion.
Go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A carry here for Brown. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it.
Here we go.
The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Stop.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground. Play it safe, pick up the first down.
A run on 1st and goal. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
You could see the running back. He's stretching it. He's stretching it. He's looking for somewhere to stick that foot in the ground and cut up field, but there was nowhere for him to go. The defense continued to take away all those cutback lanes. He had no choice to just go out of bounds.
They will take a knee here. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Panther 11. Here we go. Set.
Hill brought in motion. Back to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Go!
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. going for it all. And this will be incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Again, working deep downfield. That's hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
Let's go.
Hill brought in motion. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here goes that. That.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
What's that? What's that? Here goes that. What's that?
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.